Hello, and good afternoon. Who have we got? Nerd, Soren, ASR, DJ. Good to see you lot. How you doing this wonderful Wednesday? Middle of the week. Oh, I was meant to. Oh, no, wait. Let me get that. Oh, well, let me at least get the game open in the background, and then I can work on that. But yeah, it should be a chill one. Should be a chill one today with the crew. Turn myself up a little bit. Turn myself up even more. If I'm too loud, do let me know. But according to my levels, thank you, Nerd, once again for helping me set that up. Looks all good. Looks all good from here anyway. Bro, ASR, it was sick. I won't even lie. I won't lie. It was actually sick. So I don't know if you remember. Oh no. It would only have happened in that race. Yeah, it was good. It was a good ending. We got 6th overall, and there was a particular Lambo that not in the beginning, but like in the first half of the race, I'll say, was like putting a lot of pressure on, and just like, I mean, he was, to be fair, he was undoubtedly the fastest driver. I was still trying to defend and whatever, but he was going for it. And then he got past me, whatever. And then we carry on with the race. When it's raining, it was like heavy rain. I was constantly battling within myself whether to wait until wait as late as possible and hope that we'd get some dry weather, so that I only go in, because you only need to do one pit stop. But if I can do one pit stop and it's going from wets to dries, and then if I do that while everyone else has already done their pit stop and they're on wets, I have the advantage both in speed and if they then obviously decide to go in. So there was a lot of that going on, and then towards the end, it was sort of us versus that Lamborghini again. He was putting pressure on us for about 3 laps. This is coming up to the very, very end, putting pressure on us for the last 3 laps, and then he passes us on the final lap. He passes us. Then like 2 turns later, we pass him back. Really, really nice move. He even messaged me after. I was like, yeah, like that was some good racing. Really nice move at the very end, and we ended up finishing just ahead. Yeah, but it was good. It was good. Curse you with tea. Curse you with tea. Hello. Tea is life. The British may have cursed the world with a lot. Not with tea. Not like tea was even British anyway to start off with, but that's another conversation for another day. Amazon Prime has cables on offer. Cables for what? What cables have they got? I've got enough here to, I don't know, man, wrap around the world about 6 times. You're on the bus right now. Huh? What are you? Are you like off to work, Soren? Where did he sneeze a cigarette out? Okay, we got golds. Nice. We got the 512. Terra Rosa. I'm very happy with that. Very, very happy with that. Let's go and... I should have the parts to... What's it called? Fully upgrade it. And then just have it ready. Beautiful, beautiful car. Would it be in tier 1 or tier 2? You know, Loki, I think it's tier 2. Yeah. Street tier 2. We'll do the usual. We'll do 3 grand races to kick us off. And warm us up a little bit. Then we'll get cracking on with the summit. And then we'll go back onto the grand races. What's the point in giving me blue parts, man? Just don't give me parts at all at that point. Don't give me parts at all. Oh, look at all these rewards. I have no idea what they're for. Oh, I didn't collect this from last time. This was driving 10 minutes in that racetrack. That's basically what we ended on last week. Okay, and I guess the rest of these are to do with that same thing. Oh yeah, I forgot about this. We also did that police chase with the Fiat 500s. Hello, Mr. Nerds. How you doing, mate? Hold on a second. Have I won a car? Glasses, red beam. Right. So are these actually glasses now, or are these, or is that just another? Nice. That's very, very nice. Or is that just another car thing? I better be an actual pair of glasses, man. Let's get my guy looking kind of good, you know. Why have I got all of these here? 90 rally raids. Okay. Why were they there in the first place? So I could have slapped some. I could have slapped some of those in the Ferrari. I'm gonna go and do that. For now though, let's give myself some glasses. Yes. Thank you very much. There we go. That's it. That's all I wanted to do. Give my fella some drip. Give my fella some drip. Let me go back to the car and actually do it properly. Oh, this looks good. You know what? I'll slap the parts on here instead. I haven't got no suspension parts. That's fine. I don't think I'll be using this car anytime soon, to be honest. Where's the Ferrari gone then? I just realised that there was actually no point doing that at all. Right. Street Tier 2, Hypercar and Racing. Perfect. What a start. What a start. Turn that fan on. Aim it down at my controller because my hands get sweaty. My watch is charged, so you can go. That's more like it. You woke up 2 hours ago. What? What time did he sleep? Right, what cars do we have double XP on this time around? I don't even know if it's double XP or just like an XP boost. I don't see any car here, unfortunately. That's a shame. So I guess we just take our taxi Porsche then. Where is it? Anything here with extra XP? No, nothing. Okay. Well, that's a no-brainer. Anything here with extra XP this week? Nope. Okay. I think that Ferrari there is the one you get for finishing gold in the summit this week, which obviously I'm not going to be fussed about because, well, I already have it. Need delivery of Matt's face all over it. You know what? Honestly, if you could like import images and somebody did it, I would take it. I guess I would have to like create it with like shapes and stuff, and bro, I just don't have the skill for that. You know how people just make some crazy liveries just using like shapes. They do it on like Creators Club as well, to be fair, on TSW. Bro, that's just different, man. That's just different. You sleep whenever. That's not conforming to health is wealth. The best thing you can do for your brain is have a consistent... Okay, not the best thing you can do for your brain, but something good you can do for your brain. And we started at the very back, really? Almost at the very back. Is have a consistent sleep schedule. It will do you wonders. For your mood, your health. Cheers. I'm surprised how many people are still using the F50. Nice. Is this more chaotic than turn 1 at Monza? I'm not sure. Oh my god. What? Why? Why? Only thing is, I'm not... Unless I've been really royally like effed over. I guess one thing about being bullied into like last place is I'm not mad at myself, you know, because it wasn't me that did it to myself. Shout out to you, Carter. Oh, 20 viewers. Look at you. Popping off today. How are you doing, my friends? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Everyone from Carter's stream, you're all very welcome. I hope you had a good time on American Truck Sim. I actually didn't know you owned American Truck Sim at all, Carter. How was it? This is my first race of the day, by the way, so excuse the rustiness if there is any. We're warming up with some grand races. This is the first of 3 that I'll do. And then after we'll do the weekly set of events. And then probably come back to these races because they're chaotic and I love them. As you can tell. You did it until 2 days ago. Oh, so what do you think of it so far? I know you love it. Before you even say anything, I think you love it. Those are my thoughts at the moment. Oh my god. Okay, that was me. That was a skill issue. No one had anything to do with that. That was all me. Love it more than ETS. Well, usually when I play ATS Carder, I host convoys because I don't use any mods anymore on ATS. I leave them all for ETS. So maybe the next time I stream it, I don't know when that will be, but maybe you can come along and join us. Nerd has a server that I think is online 24/7 that we usually drive on. And even though he's all the way somewhere underneath the earth, the latency is actually pretty flipping good. That would make sense, Nerd. That would make a lot of sense. And it's probably why, for me, it's the opposite. But then Cardo's in Europe, so... I don't know. It could also be like the new game you know, new game smell, if that makes sense. But ATS has its own charm. I was talking about it the other day. ATS is not worse than ETS2 in any way. It's not worse. It's as good in a different way, which, you know, is interesting because they are very similar. Very, very similar games. But somehow it's like you can't really explain it. You can just feel it. Sorry, mate. Game's the game. You know, you win some, you lose some. Sometimes you get rammed, sometimes you ram. Game's the game. My guy, your nitrous will not save you from the acceleration of this beast. Can you get out of the way, please? See? Too busy fighting. You're not focusing on the road. See you later. That's what happens. Now you're going to spend the rest of the race angry. And you're going to continue missing corners. And you're going to be bashing everyone that you come across. Just be positive, man. Just be positive. Look forward, don't look backwards. See you later, boss. I can empathize with you. Empathize. But I can't relate. Not right now. Hopefully not today at all. Hopefully today will just be a slate of clean races. Right. Hopefully not much of that. Not much of getting thrown around the track. Because I knew exactly what could see. That this time, I realized that I noticed, not noticed, I acknowledged that corner instantly. Whereas the last time it took me a good couple races. And had a nice little setup for myself. But you know what, top 10. As I always say, top 10 in a grand race, I will take it. Top 10 in a grand race is like a podium on any other racing game. I think I might buy Wreckfest in the next sale. This game reminds me of Wreckfest with how much crashing and bashing goes on. I also await the day when I win that Gordon Murray as a prize. Because I'm not going to shell out for it. But I want it though. It's the fastest car in this class. that was bad. Fortunately, there's not much pressure there, though. You like how it feels condensed, Carter? See, that's very interesting, you know, because I've had conversations about ATS on this channel, and I don't remember who it was, but somebody mentioned it. I think it was last week. Someone mentioned it about ATS being too open, which makes sense because a lot of obviously not the whole map is like that, but a lot of the map is like that. But then that's only because that is how the geography of the area in real life is. It's very, very open. But I like how the cities feel bigger. Sometimes I just feel like there's generally more detail in ATS, but it makes sense because they started working on it later than ETS2, of course. No double XP car here. Interesting, interesting. Yeah, so I am in Europe as well, mate. I prefer ETS2. That was my point. What do you mean your car's brakes evaporate? You just gotta brake early. They're obviously gonna be a lot less impactful because you're gonna be going faster than you usually are, and you're fighting against gravity. But you brake earlier. It's a lot of trail braking, to be honest. You brake a little bit earlier, just let the car kind of like coast around, and then just try and apply acceleration as early as you can. That's just a sim racing nerd in me. Like a lot of the time, I see those turns as, because usually a turn after a hill is usually quite wide, and I always see it as if I would like on a racetrack. Can't relate, Sora, no. Can't relate. When I was much younger and I used to smoke, the only time I would burn my lips is when I like trying to smoke the roach. And it's practically because the flame is right there. I don't even know how smoking backwards would even start to work. Oh, no, I don't want to be first here. Oh, you don't want to be first. I'm going to do this. That was the best thing I could have done. If I tried to take that like a normal human being against these, you know, Planet of the Apes, I would have been absolutely demolished. My plan was actually to just hit the checkpoint and then respawn. Case in point, apes, absolute apes. My case perfectly in point. Thank you for proving my point. My plan was to just respawn, but I didn't feel like I needed to. But that was exactly the reason. That is what would have happened basically, and it happened anyway. Hey, here's what it is. We'll make it back. I don't know if we'll make it back to first, you know, but we'll make it back. I'll have a look at that after the race. I realize I need like my full locking in for these ones. I thought this car was OP in this class. I think this one is. I think it's this one anyway. It's one of these old school Porsche 911s. That was a good push. I had a good push at the very start as well. And then I had a very bad one. I told you we'd make it back. Not first, as I also said, but you know, not 20 whatever we were. As long as you can get past the craziness of the mid pack, you're alright. I'm surprised there's flipping GLE here. My first time seeing GLE so far in these races. Usually not the ideal car. Oh goodness me! Cheers, mate. Hydrate and a posture check. I'll have a drink afterwards. My posture is solid right now, but thank you. Showing my health is on point. I can only respect that. How did we fall into 7th? Weren't we 5th? Sorry about the bitrate. I was watching my stream the other day and I noticed how bad the bitrate actually goes when I'm in areas like this. I'm going to try and look into what I can do to sort it. I did a bit of research earlier, and according to ChatGPT, apparently lowering the resolution of the stream might help, which I didn't expect. But yeah, I'll look into it. But yeah, I mean, there's nothing I can do, really. It's mildly better on YouTube, but it still looks like crap. So yeah, soz. That is just the nature of the way streaming works, I'm afraid. Again, unless there's some secret that I'm yet to be enlightened to. So would it make sense then for me to stream this game in like 1080p or even 720p, but then keep it high for like the rest of them? Nothing bro, this car is just ridiculous, man. That fourth belongs to us. Cheeky twats. That fourth should have been ours. Oh, come on. What is wrong with these lot? Gone are the days where, like, the actual good players that were, you know, in the top 3 or top 5 or whatever, were actually clean, you know, and all respected each other. That's what I've noticed. Gone are those days. Those are good days, man. When there was, like, respect and decorum. I'll take a 6th, though. I'll take a 6th. One more grand race. And then we'll get cracking on. Oh my god. We'll get cracking on with the summit. I don't have gamer posture, my man. I'm literally, my back, my whole back is on the whole back of the chair. I'm good, mate. Trust me. Thank you, no, appreciate the compliment, my friend. Bro needs a massage. .1080p will have more detail as 1440p. Oh yeah, thank you for the reminder. As 1080 44p is stretching pixels. Okay. So would it be worth that all for me just to end this stream, change the resolution, and then restart the stream real quick? I think that would be worth doing. Because it gets bad. Like, I've seen how bad it gets. I know how bad it gets. Let me do that real quick. Yeah, it'll be super quick. It'll be super quick.